Hey YouTube, this is going to be the final part of my gear series. I'm just going to be talking about this gear, which is what I keep in my house that would end up going in my car with me while I was bugging out by car. So first of all, I have this tent. It's made by Magellan. I think it says it's like a 4-person tent, but I'd say if you have bags, it's more of a 2-person tent or a 1-person tent. But I took this thing out to northern Montana, Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, in the Badlands, and it withstood some pretty serious winds at the Badlands, probably 50-mile-an-hour winds with 70-mile-an-hour gusts. And it does have aluminum poles, and they withstood it, and it didn't blow over, so it's a pretty good tent, especially for the money. So moving on, I have this sleeping bag. This also got field tested on that same trip. It's a mummy bag. It'll keep you alive in pretty cold temperatures, 0 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. You wouldn't be comfortable in that temperature, but you'd survive. And it is a mummy bag, so it wraps around your head, which is pretty nice. Downside is it's kind of heavy. They have these at Walmart right now. I think this one was around $35, so really budget friendly. Next I have my AR. It's Palmetto State Armory AR. I have 3 mags for it, 30-round mags. And I have a red dot sight and some flip-up iron sights. This would definitely go with me, whether I was going by car or on foot. Pretty good gun. What can I say? I mean, it's an AR-15. Now I have some ammo. So this is me just kind of getting started with stockpiling ammo, so it's not very impressive yet. So I have some 9mm in here, a few hundred rounds. And then I have a few hundred rounds of 223 for my AR. The last few things, have a couple knives and a sword that I would like to take with me. This one, it's a dagger. It's kind of fantasy looking and not the super highest quality material, but you can't have too many knives. I don't know if I said earlier in this video, but obviously things like food and water that are in my pantry and like a coat and different changes of clothes and stuff would go with me, but I didn't feel like you guys would be too interested in seeing that. This knife I got, I think, for like $10 at a thrift store, and it looks really kind of silly. But it's actually really well built, and it's pretty good at chopping. This the hilt is solid metal, and you could seriously like beat someone over the head with it. But it's a pretty hefty knife. And then last I have this saber. It might seem kind of silly, but you know, eventually your ammo's gonna run out, especially when you only have a few hundred rounds like I do. And you know, then I think it'd be good to have a bigger weapon, you know, a bigger knife. And as long as the other person doesn't have a gun, I think I'd be pretty intimidated by a sword coming at me. So yeah, I would definitely take that with me. I'll show it to you real quick. So here it is unsheathed. I'm actually pretty good at sword fighting too. So yeah, I'd probably take this with me. And one other thing I have over here that normally stays in my car but recently has made it out of my car is my tomahawk. It's a SOG. They make several different ones. I'm pretty happy with them. Has a back spike on it. I've practiced with this quite a bit too, and I can get it to stick most of the time. But Yeah, especially if I was going on foot, I like to have at least one bigger bladed weapon. And this, yeah, if I was on foot, this would probably be on my belt. And you know, it has multiple purposes, so it's designed around fighting and stuff, but it's good for chopping and things like that. Or, you know, you can use it to like sharpen, make a stick and make a spear or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and that about wraps up this video, so have a good day.